It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Jaden Reed to return this. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
2nd and 10, Love trying again. He's got Watson. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. Begins his return at the 16. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be Vikings football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Brought down by Quay Walker. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down carry for Jones. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Design bootleg here. Completed right side to Addison. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10. Here's Jones. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Hutchinson reels it in. And they had that one contained right at the line. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
Packers putting 6 defensive backs out there defending pass on this 3rd down. Throwing here, Darnold. Forced out to his... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. On 1st and 10, here's Love. It's cut right side by Watson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Takes the handoff, now Love. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Thrown on first down, Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. Third down coming up. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Watson with the catch. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 43. Gets this one to Watson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Love to throw again. To the sideline, and it's a catch by Watson. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Love. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Another try following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And this weather, Brock, has been disrupting a lot of what both of these teams are trying to do. At this point, you got to wonder who's going to switch up their game plan first.
Yeah, when you practice indoors or out under the clear skies, you don't get a lot of this. It is coming down on them.
Quick slant taken in by Dobbs.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Love now. This one taken in by Kraft. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Love out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down throw. Here's Love. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Love from the gun. Has it in close. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Jacobs can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Jacobs. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Play fake. It's Love. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get some late points and the lead. You can't blame them for biting on that play action, Brock. Down at the 1-yard line, you're expecting it to be a run, which made that pass play the perfect call.
Show those defenders what they want to see, what they're expecting to see, so when they give them that good old run fake and pull it back, well, it is touchdown offense.
That one right down the middle. And they add 1 on to their first touchdown of the contest. On now is McManus to kick this away. Ty Chandler to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings with a football here late in the half. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Darnold now to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Darnold connects with his back. Aaron Jones. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now Darnold. He'll get this to Jefferson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Third and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. Makes a desperate throw for the end zone. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession. Teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. On now is McManus to kick this away. Chandler now on the return. Return's looking good so far. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Out come the Vikings for the debut possession of our second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. They're going play action. Buying some time right. All the time in the world. Oh, he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. New set of downs for him at the 38. Thrown on first down, Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock. But by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
We see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. They stick with Jacobs. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
This time it's a passing play. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up first and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision, that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Love. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers push their lead further to start the half. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast, trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
On now is McManus to kick this away. It's Brandon Powell with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Vikings taking the field on offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Darnold. Launches one deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Jones. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running it after the penalty. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. And the Packers at a 5th DB out there for this 3rd down play. Now they send their back in motion right. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Charging down the middle, and they block it. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Able to get it to Reed. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
2nd and 1. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throwing this back in the end zone. And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete. And that would have made for an impressive catch on our final play of the 3rd quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Takes the handoff, now Love. Cut by Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And the Vikings going to the dime package here. 3rd down coming up. Loves to throw again. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
I think you can call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Powell now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. That throw behind his intended target.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Darnold to throw. He's got him. That's Addison. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll throw it again. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
it yet again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Offense in the hurry up here. Second and 4. Has it at the 7. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that gives them first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Offense up to the line fast. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
A first and goal pass, yeah, it can be an active surprise at times, but let's give some credit to this defense and the coverage in particular. They stayed focused and locked in on those routes, giving that rush plenty of time to get home, and now make second and goal much, much more difficult.
The throw is caught, and this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Third down from the gun. Escapes the... And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 10. Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Going run again with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Love. That's Reed on the slant. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. A tight end in motion now. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Lining up to take a knee on second down. The Packers to a knee, letting the clock run out on this victory.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And it might take these fans some time to get out of here with this wintry weather, Brock. Snowplows definitely needed out there on those roads. They can take all the extra time to celebrate in the stands with each other, waiting to leave as their guys get the winter win. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.